Good morning, students. Welcome back to our bio class. You must be missing our bio class, so let us start our bio class. Today in this session, we are going to start bryophytes. Okay, already we have started plant kingdom. In that we have completed algae. So in previous video, I have given you full knowledge of algae, its classification, specific features and its economic importance. Now in this video we are going to discuss bryophytes, its classification. Classification of bryophyte is not in detail in your 11th class. So simply we are going to see the classification. We are not going to study each and every class and order. Okay. And next we will discuss the economic importance of bryophytes. So let us start bryophytes. What are bryophytes? See, bryophytes includes mosses. So many times you must have read that it is a moss. So that is bryophytes only. Clear? In first session of plant kingdom, I have told you that plant kingdom is classified on the basis of different criteria. What was the criteria of classification of plant kingdom? See, first criteria was whether the plant parts are differentiated or not differentiated. Means whether stem, leaves, roots are present or absent. So in first Thallophyta, plants part were not differentiated. Now second heading is plants part differentiated. Now in this, the criteria again is whether vascular bundle is present or absent. Okay. I've told you also that what is vascular bundle. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can watch the previous first part of plant kingdom. In that you will get the detail of vascular bundle. Okay. So, in that, whether vascular bundles are present or absent, bryophytes are the plants which lack vascular bundle, or we can say vascular bundles are absent in bryophytes. Clear? So, what are the salient features of bryophytes? So, let us start with salient features of bryophytes. See, these are some example: liverworts, hornworts, mosses. These are common examples of bryophytes. Now, main question: what are bryophytes? So, we can say that bryophytes are non-vascular plants. Okay, just now I have told you that bryophytes are lacking vascular bundles. So we can say that bryophytes are non-vascular plants. Okay, it does not have true plant parts. Okay, means they have root, stem, leaves, but the structure is not as specific as in we are seeing in the higher plants. Okay, so they have thallus-like structure. The plant body of bryophytes are thallus. Okay, it is a thallus-like structure. Now, after discussing salient features of bryophytes, I am going to ask you one question. Why bryophytes are known as amphibians of plants? First of all, you must be knowing what do you mean by amphibians. From lower class only we are studying. Amphibians like frog. Okay, frog is known as amphibians. So why? So why bryophytes are known as amphibians of plants? Simple thing. Amphibians means which lives in both land and water. Similarly, bryophytes require water for reproduction. They require damp and moist place. And they require a thin film of water for reproduction. That's why plants included in bryophytes are known as amphibians of plants. Clear? So whenever it is known as amphibians, so similar, plants which are included in bryophytes are known as amphibians of plants. Bryophytes are classified into three classes. Okay, Hepaticopsida, Anthoceratopsida and Bryopsida. Now, in each class, there are different orders. Now, see simply what you have to do, just look after it. There is no need to go in detail of these points because it is not there in your syllabus, but sometimes for the competitive purpose, these may be asked. Okay, so that how many classes are there in bryophytes? So you must know that there are three classes. How many orders in Hepaticopsida? So you should know that there are 4 orders. Clear? And similarly, you should know that total orders, what are the features? These are the common features of bryophytes. Bryophytes have ecological as well as economic importance. Clear? So depending upon the different medicinal uses, see, some are used for the curing of diseases, some of the bryophytes acts as an antibiotic, and in many times they are used in the researches also. Okay, like sex determination and all these characters can be studied properly in some of the bryophytes. They act as a food also. Some of the bryophytes acts as a food for other animals. Now, peat formation. What do you mean by peat? See, it is formed by the decaying process, and this peat can be used as a fuel, and it also helps. It means, see, whenever these bryophytes get decomposed and get mixed with the soil, so what it does, like we have studied different vermicompost and all these. Similarly, bryophytes also helps in improving the soil quality. It improves the quality of soil. And some of the bryophytes, it helps in peat formation and slow decay process takes place, and after that it improves the quality of soil. Clear? So these are the main importance of bryophytes. Now we have completed bryophytes. Go through all the slides. I have given you points. In general, whenever you are writing, just write 3 to 4 points. Okay? Depending upon the marks of the question. Okay? The points may vary. But these are the points which you should know. Even these points are helpful in competitive exams also. But normally, with the help of these points, you can differentiate between different classes. Even sometimes, it may be that question is not asked on the basis of, I've not given you, write the features of bryophytes. Okay, fine. But if I've given you question, what are the features of liverworts? Simple thing. The features which I've given you in bryophytes, they are present in liverworts also. Okay. So same points you are going to write. Some points are different, but that also I've given you in the slides. So note down all the points from the slides and properly complete your notes. And in next session, we are going to study further, that is pteridophyte. Have a nice day. Thank you.